do the little things right, and just make sure their bodies are good and things like that. It's really no different uh, because you never know. Try to encourage guys to play every game and prepare for every game like they're the starters. So if something like this happens, you're only one play away. So I mean, I feel like those guys will be ready to go for sure.
Going back to the beginnings of college football, Notre Dame has always had this storied history. Do you feel like the script, Christian, has kind of been flipped a little bit? That all of a sudden now it's you guys that are kind of the now team, the it team, and Notre Dame's kind of chasing you down, where it's normally anytime Notre Dame plays anybody, they're the headliner and the other team is the second act. It doesn't seem like that's the case this year.
I don't know about all that. Notre Dame is still Notre Dame. They're still the storied, historic, prestigious program they've always been, and they're 12-0. They're undefeated, just like us. And you can see why when you watch the tape, and there's a reason they're here. And I don't really feel like they're necessarily chasing us because they're a really good team, and we know we got to play really well in order if we want to beat them. They're just really talented, top to bottom, in all three phases of the game, and it's just going to be a fun, exciting game. I'm looking forward to it. Anytime you get the opportunity to play against a really good team like Notre Dame, and not just a really good team, but a really historic program, it's definitely a fun time and a great opportunity.
Even though they've been out of the playoff picture for several years now, for a guy in his early 20s, do they still kind of carry that same tradition, that same weight with you as an Alabama or an Ohio State and these other teams that have had far more recent
Oh,
success?
oh yeah, of course they do. I mean, it's Notre Dame. Their history, just everything. It's still just as present today as it ever was. I mean, it's always a big deal when you're playing Notre Dame, and they always do pretty well each and every year, regardless if they're in the playoff or not. And they're always a tough out. They're always a really good team. So, and I see that. I pay attention to college football. I watch it, and you gotta buckle your chin strap just a little tighter when you're playing Notre Dame and get ready. You're gonna have a little bit more focus when you're playing Notre Dame. So.
Talking about legacy, now Clemson is building a very defensive lineman. How much pride do you guys take? How much kind of the allure now
Yeah.
to the D-line?
No, that's a very good question. We take a lot of pride in it. I know myself and these other guys on the D line, we take it really personal, and we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Not bad pressure, but just good pressure. Like Daquan Bowers was in this room. He put on this uniform. Vic Beasley put on this uniform. Grady Jarrett, Deshaun Williams, like Shaq Lawson. Like we take so much pride in the guys who came before us. And they have a bigger impact on us than they really even know, because we know how much they put into this program and just been able to see what they have done, and we have so much tremendous respect for those guys. So we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to obviously do what they've done, but also take it to another level and do things our way. But yeah, be special just like they were, but do it in our way. And I'm glad we've been able to do that and have success, and kind of been able to carry on the tradition that they set for us.
Personally, then, when you kind of look at it, I mean, that group of guys, even from the smallest level, they call them the big uglies. Does it kind of make you chuckle that a lot, so much attention goes
Well, no. Wait, say that again.
Does it make you chuckle a little bit that the group that's called the big uglies?
Right.
They now they're a focus.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually that's pretty. I never really thought about that, but then that's true. Just I guess maybe kind of just the way the game's evolved too. It's a little more showy, a little more flashy. I don't know, but no, that's a good question. Definitely, it is kind of funny now I think about it, but I mean, it, it definitely is funny how it's kind of changed over time. Yeah.
As a unit, when you guys have somebody go down with injury or whatever you're facing this week, sounds like you're a tight group, but next man up. How do you deal in in-person situation?
Well, you deal with it just like like essentially like as a player goes down, we're all a really tight unit. We're a really tight group, and we prepare really hard, regardless of who's the guy starting, who's the guy finishing, whatever. We put our all into it each week. We make sure everyone's ready. I mean, guys have been preparing their whole career and all season for their opportunities for whenever they come, and I'm sure we'll be fine. But we're all in pretty good space, good spirit and everything too. We all believe in each other, and we all have faith in one another. So I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine.
With all the respect you have for the previous defensive lineman you just mentioned. Is there any doubt in your mind that this current crew right now is the best that the school has ever produced?
I wouldn't say that we're the best. I don't want to disrespect, those guys that came before us. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Maybe as a unit we are, maybe we're not. But I just know personally I have too much respect for those guys to say that we're the best because I know what they've done for this program. I mean, yeah, you got me and Dex. You had me and Dex during this time, and we've done a great job. But when Grady and Deshaun Williams were here, that was pretty lethal from what I watched. I watched the tape. I watched their old highlights. I mean, it was pretty lethal what they were able to do. Yeah, you got Clee and you got Austin on the end. They're pretty good. They do well. But when you have Vic and Corey Crawford, I mean, that was pretty lethal as well. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that we're the best by any means that's come through here because there's been some really good groups, that have come before us. And we got so much respect for them and think that they're really talented and they've done a great job. And, our success is a product of what they've done before us. So, I mean, just appreciate them and thankful for what those guys have done.
All the accolades you guys get up front, do you feel like does the secondary, it seems like they were called the weakest link, and that's not fair probably, and a lot of that has to do with your talent up front. Do you see those guys kind of taking that kind of rhetoric personally?
It's really funny that people, that you would even be able to think that for a second because we got really talented guys all over our defense, I feel like. And I feel like, you got to still respect our secondary. Yeah, we get a lot of attention, but we're all one team. We're not bigger than anybody, up front. And those guys have just as important role as we do, and we do, and a lot of our production comes from what they're doing. If they're not, covering guys up, if they're not, fitting where they need to fit in the run game or whatever, we don't do our job. So, we're all one team. So a lot of our success comes from them, and a lot of their success comes from us. So.
I know you guys keep saying Dax is intriguing, but truly, I mean, if you really think about it, this feels different than an injury. Doesn't it feel different to you all?
Not really. Just like I said, it's like treating it like an injury. You gotta just have the next man up mentality, and fortunately, I'm glad Dex is able to be here because he can, pour into us because he has such great football knowledge and he can lead. He gets to lead for us and and still impact the game. Obviously, maybe not just on the field, but just from his knowledge of the game, and being able to help guys and get guys ready and get guys prepared to go. So it's no different than just like an injury or anything. Well, I mean, I feel like I can't really like my leadership style is my leadership style. I am who I am. I don't have to do anything different because all because one guy's down. You still treat it the same way. You can't get out of character. Can't do anything different than I normally do. All because someone's not someone might not play. So I mean, it definitely challenged me as a leader because I might have to do some things different. But you don't really change up your style. You just keep it the same way you do, and just be who you are. I don't count the reps, but yeah, he's still taking reps. So I mean, just still gotta be ready.